little town of Bethlehem, how still we see thee lie above thy deep and dreamless sleep. The silent stars go by, yet in thy dark street shineth the everlasting light. The hopes and fears of all the years are met in thee tonight. The angel voices singing proclaim the early morn, and children pure and happy await the break of dawn, while charity stands watching and faith holds wide the door. The dark night wakes, the glory breaks, and Christmas comes once more.
Honk out the holly, put up the tree before my spirit falls again. Fill up the stocking, I may be rushing things, but deck the halls again now. For we need a little Christmas right this very minute. Candles in the window, carols at the spinet. Yes, we need a little Christmas right this very minute. It hasn't snowed a single flurry, but Santa dear, we're in a hurry. So climb down the chimney, put up the brightest string of lights I've ever seen. Slice up the fruit cake, it's time we hung some tinsel on that evergreen bough. For I've grown a little leaner, grown a little colder, grown a little sadder, grown a little older, and I need a little angel sitting on my shoulder, need a little Christmas now.
Better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. better watch out, you better not cry, better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. He's making a list and he's checking it twice. He's gonna find out who is naughty and nice. Santa Claus is coming to town. He sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. He knows if you've been bad or good, so be good for goodness sake. Oh, you better watch out, better not cry, better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town.
I'll have a blue Christmas without you. I'll be so blue thinking about you. Decorations of red on a green Christmas tree won't mean a thing, dear, if you're not here with me. I'll have a blue Christmas, that's certain. And when that blue heartache
Hello everyone, and welcome to the Texas A&M University Corpus Christi Fall 2024 Commencement Ceremony, being held at the American Bank Center in beautiful downtown Corpus Christi. Delivering today's commencement address is Mr. Rudy D. Garza, President and CEO of CPS Energy, the nation's largest community-owned electric and natural gas energy company.
You may be seated. Welcome. My name is Kelly Miller, and I have the privilege of serving as the president of Texas A&M University Corpus Christi. On behalf of the faculty and staff of Texas A&M University Corpus Christi, I am pleased to welcome you, our honored graduates, proud parents, family, and friends of the Island University, to our Fall 2024 commencement ceremony. I am excited to tell you that this fall we have 1,001 students in our graduating class. There will be several times during the ceremony that we will ask graduates and members of the audience to stand. When asked, please do so as you are able. Now, please stand for the presentation of the colors by the Texas A&M University Corpus Christi ROTC Islander Battalion, and remain standing for the national anthem to be sung by Miss Jessica Valdez, a senior majoring in music in the School of Arts, Media, and Communication. Gentlemen, please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Please be seated. At this time, we are delighted to share a video message from the Texas A&M system with greetings from the Board of Regents Chairman, Mr. Bill Mahomes, Jr.
Hello, I'm Bill Mahomes, Chairman of the Texas A&M University System. I am very honored to bring you greetings on behalf of the entire Board of Regents. Today is a special day as you prepare to walk across this stage and into the next chapter of your lives. Think back on the excitement you felt when you first arrived here, the anticipation of that first day of class. For some of you, I imagine it seems like yesterday. Yet, you also might have had moments when you wondered if this day would ever come. The wins and losses, the successes and failures, the hard work and sacrifice to reach your goals. Each of you should be very proud of what you've accomplished. We sure are. I wish you the best of luck. Remember, work hard, show up on time, and tell the truth. And now, by the authority of the Texas A&M University System Board of Regents, it is now my sincere pleasure to authorize the university to confer the academic degree for which you have been recommended. with all the rights, privileges, responsibilities, and obligations pertaining thereto. Congratulations.
I would now like to introduce members of the platform party who will not be introduced elsewhere in the program. Please hold your applause until all are introduced. Dr. Brenda Harms, Interim Vice President for Enrollment Management. Dr. Ahmed Mahdi, Executive Vice President for Research and Innovation. Mr. Adrian Rodriguez, Vice President for Student Engagement and Success and Intercollegiate Athletics. Mr. Andrew Rogers, Vice President for Finance and Administration and Chief Financial Officer. Mr. John LaRue, Vice President for Institutional Excellence and Chief Ethics and Compliance Officer. Mr. Derek Hyatt, Interim Dean of Libraries. Dr. Brian Teege, Dean of the College of Business. And Dr. Kyoko Amano, Dean of the College of Liberal Arts. Dr. Hassan Aziz, Dean of the College of Nursing and Health Sciences. Let's give them all a round of applause. Also, help me in recognizing the Student Government Association members and the Islander ambassadors who have assisted us throughout today's ceremony. Thank you all very much. At this time, it is my distinct pleasure to introduce our commencement speaker, Mr. Rudy D. Garza, the President and CEO of CPS Energy, the nation's largest community-owned electric and natural gas utility. As the first Hispanic leader to hold this position, Garza brings over 25 years' experience to the utility industry, having served in both public and private sectors throughout his career. After graduating from Roy Miller High School in Corpus Christi, he went on to earn a bachelor's degree in electrical engineering from UT at Austin and a master's of business association from the University of North Texas. Before joining CPS, Garza served as Corpus Christi Assistant City Manager, where he played a key role in economic development, tourism, and airport operations while helping to lead downtown revitalization initiatives. Joining CPS Energy in 2012, Garza served as the Chief Customer and Stakeholder Engagement Officer, as well as the Senior Vice President of Distribution Services and Operations, before advancing to the role of President and CEO. Under his leadership, CPS Energy successfully navigated the approval of 2 rate cases. He also led the development of a comprehensive strategic engagement plan, which resulted in the Board of Trustees approving a blended generation planning approach to power the community's growing energy needs now and in the future. To further develop CPS, and to work on their mission, he also spearheaded the creation of their strategic plan, Vision 2027, to address the rapidly changing and transforming energy industry. Dedicated to public service, Garza is actively engaged in his community through multiple boards. And while he might not be an Islander himself, his father is one of our proudest Islander University graduates from the class of 1989, and his wife, Emily, is a 2-time graduate from the Island University. So today, we welcome a true leader, innovator, and advocate for service. His story exemplifies the power of hard work, education, and a commitment to making a difference. Please help me give a warm welcome to Mr. Rudy D. Garza.
How about a round of applause for Dr. Miller? She is fantastic and an absolute asset to this community. Well, good afternoon. It is great to be with you all here today, and it's great to be home. Thank you, Dr. Miller, again for the warm welcome, and to the Texas A&M Corpus Christi Islander family for inviting me to be this year's commencement keynote. I promise we'll get through this 16 pages, but it'll be quick. I'm joking. I don't have that much to say. Families, faculty, distinguished guests, and most importantly to the class of 2024. It's truly an honor to be standing here with you today, and I'm happy to be back in my hometown of Corpus Christi. I always look forward to getting my fix of hot wings and cold beer at Bubba's with my dad and my brothers while I'm in town. So if you ever see me around anywhere, I'm here a lot. Please don't ever stop and say hi. I'm pretty easy to approach. I want to start today primarily. My dad was here with us this morning, but I want to acknowledge my wife, Emily Salinas Garza. She's up above that 112 number right there. Wave, there you go, babe. So for you College of Education graduates today, my wife was part of the first graduating class when we became A&M Corpus Christi. She's got a bachelor in interdisciplinary studies and a master's degree in educational administration. She's now an assistant principal up in San Antonio, and I'm super proud of her. So, babe, thank you for being here to support me today. So, as I share my Corpus Christi and career journey with you today, I want you to take away 6 keys that have helped get me where I am today, and that I think you can benefit from if you embrace them throughout your career. Number 1, remember your roots. Never forget where you come from. Everybody that I come in contact with knows I'm from Corpus Christi, and I'm super proud of it. And wherever you're from, you should be too. 2, believe in the impossible. Your career is going to take all kinds of crazy twists and turns, and you just have to be open to whatever the possibilities are for your career and your lives as you go forward from here. Number 3, be open to change. If you don't like change, and I understand there's a lot of folks out there who don't, the better you get at dealing with change, the more resilient you're going to be throughout your life. And change is just a fact that's going to happen. Number 4, lean on your faith. Faith is super important to me. Whatever your faith is to you, you'll need it over the course of your life. 5, build and nurture relationships. You cannot do it alone. You're going to need people in your life to help get you from where you are to where you want to be in life. So, be humble and be open to the need to build relationships as you go. And 6, give back. Once you make it, you got to help others along. And that's going to primarily be the theme of my talk today. So I grew up on Hall Street near St. Teresa Catholic Church. Anybody knows where that is? Those of you Corpus Christi folks. In an 800 square foot house with no AC, a mile away from Refinery Row where my grandfather worked. I was surrounded by hardworking families, just working class families, and I created so many wonderful memories there. I would move back into that house today if I could. I was born to teenage parents, and the biggest family influences in my life outside of my parents were my grandparents, my mom's parents. They raised me, as a lot of teenage families end up having to do. But my grandparents, Ruben and Ernestina Cavada, they raised me. We didn't have the fancy things a lot of my friends had growing up. But when I look back and I think about what we did have, I was surrounded by the things that really mattered. Deep family values, a strong work ethic, love and support. It's important that you never forget where you come from or take for granted the journey that got you here today. Sitting in your cap and gown, your background is part of you. It's equally important to remain open to the unexpected blessings that come when you cross this stage. Never in my wildest dreams did I think a kid who grew up riding his bike along Lantana and Upriver Road would grow up to be CEO of the largest municipally owned electric and natural gas utility in the nation. Never did I envision that this South Texas Latino kid who ran around barefoot in the hot summer, drinking water from the manguera in front of my grandma's house, would be running a multi-billion-dollar business to power one of the fastest growing communities in the country, in San Antonio. To the outside, it may look like I've done the impossible, but the positive influences around me helped me to realize my full potential. The influence started with my grandfather. While I wasn't surrounded by engineers growing up, he planted the idea of engineering by telling me that all the jefes, or the bosses at his plant, he worked at ASARCO, were engineers. He recognized the value of education and the trajectory of success it can bring, and he instilled those ideas in me at a very young age. Son, if you want to be one of the bosses growing up, go get an engineering degree. So after high school, I attended UT Austin, and I asked my college counselor when I got there, what's the hardest engineering degree you can pursue? Which landed me in electrical engineering. And yeah, it certainly was tough, balancing UT football games, my fraternity, Phi Kappa Theta, the Texas Wranglers, not to mention, obviously, the party life in Austin, and of course, all the studying I was supposed to be doing. It's a lot. And you layer on top of that the degree plan that I chose, and it was like a senior survivor. You're just trying to not to get voted off the island semester to semester. So in fact, it was so tough that while I was surrounded by brilliant minds, only about 15% of the electrical engineering students who started in our program would actually finish it. And almost none of us were Latino. It felt impossible in that moment that I would make it through college, let alone, get to where I am today. But, you persevere. You just do what you got to do to push through, as I'm sure a lot of you do. College isn't easy. You're learning to be an adult. And, and so the fact that you're here is a huge testament to your perseverance. I encountered challenges head on, and I knew that to be successful, I needed to surround myself with people who are a whole lot smarter than me. There's this old dicho, a saying that my grandma would tell me. She says, "Mijo, dime con quién andas y te diré quién eres." Show me who your friends are and I'll show you who you are. So I organized a strong study group, and we leaned on each other and focused on surviving semester to semester to get through those tough college courses together. This group motivated me, and we support each other. We support each other every day then, and we continue to support each other today. I'm still connected to that study group of friends that, again, were a whole lot smarter than I was. I got way more out of that association than they did. But to this day, I keep a framed picture of that group on my desk just to remind me of how I was able, to get through that program. And again, they're all doing great things. There's a CIO, one of my buddies is, in Japan, building electronics. They're all doing great things, and I'm so proud of them. So, was my entire career after college totally focused on being an electrical engineer? Absolutely not. In fact, I spent over 10 years as a lobbyist because early in my career, my managers and my mentors noticed that I was really good with people. And developing relationships with community leaders just came natural to me. They saw my ability to have tough conversations when everyone else usually tried to avoid them. The better you get at dealing with tough conversations head on, there's goodness on the other side of a really difficult conversation. So just, when you find yourself, I don't care if it's a family member, a friend, somebody, a coworker, embrace those moments where you can be real with one another, and the better you get at those tough conversations, the more resilient you're going to be throughout your career. So I said yes to a new challenge, a different type of opportunity. I never thought I'd be a lobbyist going and getting my EE degree. But I pivoted to a career that hadn't even been on my radar, and one I knew very little about, representing my company at the state capitol in Austin. It's an absolute honor to walk into the state capitol and actually have business to conduct. Why do I share this with you? Because the journey that lies ahead of you may not be the path that you thought you had in mind. You always need to be willing to consider opportunities that seem maybe harder than you think you're capable of, that you may not even have on your radar screen. If you're just open-minded about what your career, holds for you, you're going to have a whole bunch of success that you don't even know about today. Greatness is coming your way, but you have to be open to that possibility and then work hard as hell to achieve it. Get the training. Don't let education be a reason why you don't get an opportunity, and find mentors that you're going to need throughout your career to reach your goals. And take on the tasks that no one else wants to do. Let me say that again because I got some comments earlier today. Take on the tasks that nobody else wants to do. At the end of the day, it comes down to being honest with yourself, putting your ego aside, honest about what it's going to take to get where only your dreams can take you. Are you willing to take on the extra work? Are you willing to make the sacrifices for that potential opportunity that is not a guarantee of success? There's nothing guaranteed in life. Nobody's going to hand you anything. You got to work your tail off to get what you want. But you also have to be humble enough to take on some jobs that may not be all that glamorous. But there's learning in everything that you do if you just keep an open mind about what's in front of you. Do not, and I'm gonna emphasize this. Don't let fear limit you. So many people are afraid to make a move, afraid to take on that job, afraid to leave a company that maybe isn't working out for you, but you're afraid of what's on the other side of that decision. Don't let fear limit your ability to do what you need to do to be successful. Your university slogan is be part of something bigger, and that really resonates with me. A few synonyms for the word be are to act, endure, obtain, persist, and prevail. If you're open to the unexpected, then you will be great. And if you're too stubborn to give up, you're going to prevail every single time. As you work towards your goals, you need to understand that it's not always going to be easy. In fact, it's never easy. Every move I've ever made in my career has been one challenge after the other. One thing that's helped me get through the tough times and has carried me forward is my faith. Throughout my life, faith has been a constant. I went to Catholic school. It's foundational to everything that I am. Thanks to my family upbringing, it's been a source of strength and a guide for me. Faith doesn't necessarily mean religion for everybody, and I get that. It's about holding onto and believing in something bigger than yourself, something that gives you purpose and direction. Lean into your faith, whatever that may look like for you, and it will get you through uncertainty. It will help you stay grounded, focused, and resilient, especially in the tough times. When I was first asked to become the interim CEO of my company 3 years ago now, it was during one of the hardest times in our organization's history. Extreme events happened like COVID. We're trying to, keep people, doing the work that our community needs us to do to keep the power on. The statewide Winter Storm Uri, who remembers Winter Storm Uri? It was horrible, horrible. Company morale was down. Employees were leaving the organization. They didn't want to wear their shirts out in the community because our customers were so upset with us. Looking back, there's no way I would have made it through that tough time without my faith. Our workforce is now over 3,600 employees strong. We've gained back community trust, and industry leaders are regularly asking me around the country when I'm speaking, how did you guys do that? My faith was there guiding me all along, and I just believed that we were going to get through it. Your confidence got you here today. In fact, when we talk about confidence, what we're really saying is con fe, with faith, and it's con fe that will carry you forward into your next chapter. You will also need relationships to help you through the good and the bad times. So if you're an introvert, good luck with that. No, I'm just kidding. But seriously, if you're an introvert, I encourage you to stretch yourself. Find ways to connect with people, because relationships are going to be probably the most vital thing to your personal and your career development. So if you're an introvert, and there's nothing wrong with that, learn to be an extroverted introvert. Maybe you don't go to the party like I do and stay for 15 hours, right? But you go and you make the round in 20 minutes and you talk to the people that you can talk to and you move on. You can still connect with people in a way that's meaningful. You just have to try a little harder than some of us do, and that's okay. So as I mentioned earlier, mentors saw that relationship building was a strength of mine. I built and developed relationships at UT to make it through my electrical engineering program. I leveraged relationships while lobbying in Austin and DC, and I still work daily today to connect with stakeholders and my employees to be the best CEO I can be for both CPS Energy and for the San Antonio community. You need to find people who will build you up, but perhaps even more importantly, figure out who you can support and build them up. Relationships are like a bank account. You always need to be putting in more than you take out. That's also some really good financial advice, so you're welcome. Seriously, put money away for a rainy day. Start saving as soon as you start making some money, and you always need to have a little something set aside for a rainy day. But it's all works the same. If you take more out of a relationship than you put into it, guess what? That relationship is not going to be worth what you think it is. So Doyle Beneby, the CEO who hired me when I left Corpus Christi, 13 years ago now, he brought me to CPS Energy, and he once said to me, he goes, hey man, you want the corner office? You want my office? Asking me, do you want to be a CEO? No one had ever put that idea into my head. Why is that? I'd never seen any CEOs that looked like me, quite frankly, so why did I think I could achieve that? It wasn't a dream I had, until in that moment, my whole reality changed because he told me he saw something in me that would allow me to get there. He was the very first leader to see that potential in me becoming a CEO. In your journey ahead, many will see the potential in you. You have to be open to feedback others will give you to get better and to realize that potential. You know, today's employees, they take, critical feedback negatively. They take it personally. And I'm imploring you, when somebody gives you some critical feedback of things that you can work on to get better, just humor them and think to yourself, maybe there's something in this feedback that I'm getting that I can actually do something with. If you're giving feedback, the first thing you should try to figure out is how do I put that into action for my own personal development. That's part of being resilient that I think is becoming a lost skill set. So don't be afraid of somebody telling you, hey man, you've missed work 3 times, you've been late to work 3 times this week. You gotta do something about that. Those things, those small tidbits of feedback really, really matter. So, don't forget to see the potential in others either, and tell them. My grandfather planted the seed of me becoming an engineer. Doyle planted the seed of me potentially having the ability to become a CEO. In your journey, as you're bringing other people along with you, plant as many seeds as you can. Investing in others is as important of a legacy as anything else you can do. Succession planning for me, trying to figure out who can lead my company in the future, is the most important job I have. I cannot stress enough how important it is to give back. Give back to the schools that helped you get where you're going. Give back to the groups that you've been a part of. Give back to the neighborhoods that helped you get where you are. Just continue to figure out a way to give back. At CPS Energy, one of our core values is one team. We are all connected, and that includes the communities that we serve. When our communities prosper, CPS Energy prospers. Their greatness is our greatness, and vice versa. If you invest your time in giving back, the team will succeed and you will be the better for it. So this past year, CPS Energy acquired 2 gas plants in Corpus Christi and 1 in Laredo. I'm truly proud to have led this strategic effort in buying the Barney Davis plant out in Flower Bluff and Nueces Bay over here along the port. Plants that are so close to the roots of where I grew up. It's a full circle moment for me to play a key role in expanding our workforce with folks right here in our old backyard. $785 million deal that we did earlier this year. It's been a home run. It's good for San Antonio, and guess what? It's also good for Corpus Christi. That regional impact is huge, and I couldn't be prouder of of our team being able to get that done. So as I wrap up and you all move forward with your lives, I ask you to remember these things. Don't forget where you come from. Your past is part of who you are, a chapter of your story, and everything you've experienced will offer insight into the person you want to become. It doesn't define you, it's a part of you. Don't take any of it for granted and own your authentic self. Do not let anybody tell you that what you bring to the table isn't good enough. It's good enough. Don't let them change the best parts of you because you think, you got to impress somebody. I couldn't be a CEO, as an effective CEO, if I wasn't myself. I've gotten all kinds of crazy feedback about what people think I should be doing. You know what? I'm going to do what feels right to me, and that's either good enough or it's not good enough. Number 2, life will hand you opportunities that are disguised as challenges. Embrace them. You can do the impossible when you persist. Remember, hard work is the great equalizer. No matter your background or circumstances, hard work is the one thing that is completely within your control. It's your choice at the end of the day. When you work hard, people notice, doors open, and you set yourself apart. Number 3, don't be afraid of change. The path of life will 100% take unexpected twists and turns, but with each fork in the road, you open yourself up to new opportunities and growth. Also remember, failure is a big part of success. It's okay to fail. Part of being resilient, just learn something from it. Number 4, lean on your faith. There will be days that your faith may be all that keeps you going, so don't let go of it. It's faith that will determine how far you go. 5, start building relationships now. The relationships you develop and invest in will lead you to new passions, new careers, and partnerships that you will always have in life. And finally, be giving of your time and self. Don't be stingy with your effort, understanding that time given to others is an investment in everybody, especially yourself. So in closing, I'll share advice from my dad that I get from my dad regularly. Be humble and don't take yourself too seriously in life, and try to enjoy the journey. Like you, this moment here today will be one that I cherish forever. Congratulations, class of 2024, and to your parents, your grandparents, and to everyone that has supported you today. I say well done and congratulations to you too. Thank you, and God bless.
And let's give him one more big round of applause. Thank you very much, Rudy. Well, we will now turn to the important business of conferring degrees. I would like to call on Dr. Kate Radowski, Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs, who will present the candidates for graduation.
While pursuing a degree from Texas A&M University Corpus Christi, our students are privileged to work with outstanding faculty who are directly responsible for their success. They inspire, motivate, and mentor our students in class and outside the formal learning experience. They are a very talented, hardworking group committed to providing a high-quality education. It is with great pride and enthusiasm that I present to you the faculty of Texas A&M University Corpus Christi. Will the faculty please stand and let us thank you for your commitment to our students. Our processional this afternoon was led by Dr. Charlene Tintera, Professional Senior Professor of Mathematics in the College of Science. Professor Tintera has made a remarkable impact on student success through her innovative work as co-author of the open educational resource textbook, The Science Behind a Math Book, Listen to My Math Book, in sound. Designed for accessibility on tablets, computers, and cell phones, the textbook engages students with real-world scenarios, practice questions, and self-assessment. Her reference have significantly improved student outcomes, including her higher final exam averages. Recently, she was honored with the Excellence in Teaching Innovation Award at the Spring 2024 Faculty Excellence Awards ceremony, recognizing her dedication to enhancing education through creativity and innovation. Now, I would like to recognize the academic leaders for each of the colleges represented at this ceremony. The Interim Dean of the College of Education and Human Development, Dr. Dawn Melrose. The Dean of the College of Engineering and Computer Science, Dr. David Ma. The Associate Dean for the College of Science, Dr. Barbara Zabrinska. The Director for the School of Arts, Media, and Communication, Dr. Diana Sipes. The Associate Vice President and Dean of Graduate Excellence, Dr. Karen McCaleb. Texas A&M University Corpus Christi presently offers courses of study leading to 47 bachelor's degrees. Will all the candidates for the bachelor's degree please stand? Dr. Miller, the faculty and deans of Texas A&M University Corpus Christi and I are pleased to certify to you that the candidates who appear before you and whose names appear on the official list have met all college and university requirements for the bachelor's degree for which they have studied and are entitled to receive. Please be seated. Texas A&M University Corpus Christi presently offers courses of study leading to 35 master's degrees. Will all the candidates for the master's degree please stand? Dr. Miller, the faculty and deans of Texas A&M University Corpus Christi and I are pleased to certify to you that the candidates who appear before you and whose names appear on the official list have met all college and university requirements for the master's degree for which they have studied and are entitled to receive. Texas A&M University Corpus Christi presently offers courses of study leading to 8 doctoral and terminal degrees. Will all the candidates for the Doctor of Education in Educational Leadership, Doctor of Philosophy in Counselor Education, Doctor of Philosophy in Geospatial Computer Science, Doctor of Philosophy in Coastal and Marine System Science, Doctor of Philosophy in Marine Biology, and Master of Fine Arts degrees, please stand. Dr. Miller, the faculty and deans of Texas A&M University Corpus Christi and I are pleased to certify to you that the candidates who appear before you and whose names appear on the official list have met all college and university requirements for the terminal degree for which they have studied and are entitled to receive. Now, will all candidates please stand? Dr. Miller, please join me at the podium.
By the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the Texas A&M University System, I hereby confer upon you the particular degree to which you are entitled, with all the honors, rights, privileges, prerogatives, and responsibilities appertaining thereto. Congratulations, Islanders. Those with a bachelor's degree can now turn your class rings to face outward and shift your tassels from the right to the left, symbolizing the awarding of the degree. I offer my congratulations and those of the A&M Corpus Christi faculty and staff to you for your incredible accomplishments. Congratulations, go Islanders, and Shaka's up.
You can please be seated. I would like to make special mention of those bachelor's degree students who will graduate with academic honors. These students must have completed at least 45 undergraduate semester hours at A&M Corpus Christi. In this ceremony, we have a total of 74 students receiving these honors. Students graduate cum laude if their grade point average is 3.5 through 3.699. And can be distinguished by their green cords. Would you please stand and be recognized? Congratulations, you may be seated. Students graduate magna cum laude if their grade point average is 3.7 through 3.899 and can be distinguished by their blue cords. Would you please stand and be recognized? Congratulations, you may be seated. Students graduate summa cum laude if their grade point average is 3.9 or above and can be distinguished by their silver cords. Would you please stand and be recognized? Congratulations, you may be seated. In this ceremony, we have 3 undergraduate students who are graduating with a perfect 4.0 GPA. Would you please stand and be recognized? Thank you, you may be seated. We also want to recognize our graduates from the University Honors Program. These students have completed at least 18 credit hours of honors courses along with community and university service and a senior project of excellence. Honor program graduates, congratulations. These are all significant academic accomplishments, and on behalf of our faculty, staff, and all others present today, I extend to you all sincere congratulations. We will now proceed to the hooding of candidates for their terminal degrees. Doctoral degrees are considered the highest degree one can achieve in United States universities. Texas A&M University Corpus Christi has granted doctoral degrees since the spring of 1995. Today, from the College of Education and Human Development, we will honor Doctor of Education in Educational Leadership and Doctor of Philosophy in Counselor Education degrees. Dr. Melrose, Interim Dean of the College of Education and Human Development, along with the graduate's major professors, will assist in hooding our doctoral candidates in the College of Education and Human Development. From the College of Engineering and Computer Science, we will award a Doctor of Philosophy in Geospatial Computer Science degree. Dr. David Ma, Dean of the College of Engineering and Computer Science, along with the graduate's major professors, will assist in hooding our doctoral candidates in the College of Engineering and Computer Science. From the College of Science, we will award Doctor of Philosophy in Coastal and Marine System Science and Doctor of Philosophy in Marine Biology degrees. Dr. Barbara Zerbinska, Associate Dean of the College of Science, along with the graduate's major professors, will assist in hooding our doctoral candidates from the College of Science. From the School of Arts, Media, and Communication, we will award a Master of Fine Arts degree. Dr. Diana Sipes, Director of the School of Arts, Media, and Communication, along with the graduate major's professor, will assist in hooding our terminal degree candidates in the School of Arts, Media, and Communication. Dr. Carmen Tejada Delgado, Professor of Education and Director of Transformative Alliance for Student Success in the College of Education and Human Development, will read the names and graduate major professors for the candidates. Doctoral candidates will receive their diploma from the Dean of Graduate Excellence and then be hooded.
Dr. Juan Francisco Aleman III, Doctor of Education in Educational Leadership, Assisting Major Professor Dr. Scott Elliff. Dr. Joan Sotero Alvarez, Doctor of Education in Educational Leadership, Assisting Major Professor Dr. Chris Benedetti. Dr. Charlotte Ann Carricker, Doctor of Education in Educational Leadership, Assisting Major Professor Dr. Chris Benedetti. Dr. Susan Huff Douglas, Doctor of Education in Educational Leadership, Assisting Major Professor Dr. Chris Benedetti. Dr. Sandra Garza, Doctor of Education in Educational Leadership, Assisting Major Professor Dr. Chris Benedetti. Dr. Twyla Marie Guajardo, Doctor of Education in Educational Leadership, Assisting Major Professor Dr. Chris Benedetti. Dr. Heather Ann Herrera, Doctor of Education in Educational Leadership, Assisting Major Professor Dr. Rosie Banda. Dr. Megan Brennan Limerick, Doctor of Education in Educational Leadership, Assisting Major Professor Dr. Lynn Hemmer. Dr. Kelsey J. Barrera, Doctor of Philosophy in Counselor Education, Assisting Major Professor Dr. Richard Ricard. Dr. Isabel Ayamin Santos, Doctor of Philosophy in Counselor Education. Assisting Major Professor Dr. Joshua Watson. Dr. Tina Louise Whitaker Smith, Doctor of Philosophy in Counselor Education. Assisting Major Professor Dr. Joshua Watson. Dr. Arlette Zamaripa, Doctor of Philosophy in Counselor Education. Assisting Major Professor Dr. Richard Ricard. Dr. Bradley Koskowicz, Doctor of Philosophy in Geospatial Computer Science. Assisting Major Professor Dr. Michael Starrick. Dr. Shelby Lynn Metoyer, Doctor of Philosophy in Coastal and Marine System Science. Assisting Major Professor Dr. Derek Boyguski. Dr. Yu Wing Wang, Doctor of Philosophy in Coastal and Marine System Science. Assisting Major Professor Dr. Alexei Sadovsky. Dr. Nin Gan, Director of Philosophy in Marine Biology. Assisting Major Professor Dr. Wei Shu. Dr. Wen Man Charlotte Lee, Doctor of Philosophy in Marine Biology. Assisting Major Professor Dr. Ling Sheng. At this time, we will proceed by the order of college with the awarding of the master's degrees, followed by the awarding of the bachelor's degrees. College of Education and Human Development, Master of Science, Abby J. Abels. Oluwato Sinmore. Angerin. Charlie Jeanette Baker. Adisel Leah Bordayo. Price Brownlee. Ashley Cartwright. Iris Cynthia de la Garza. Carla Monique Flores. Joe Garcia. Kendall Yvonne Laboy. Patricia Kelly Lopez. Jessica Luna. Santiago Luis Luna. Megan Leah McQuarrie. Brianna Renee Melvin. Salma Antonia Perez. Reagan Claire Poimba. Ramona L. M. Ramon. Sabrina Rodriguez. Destiny Ray Sanchez. Melissa Silvas Porter. Angel Simoyen. Michaela Marie Stanley. Andrew C. Steffen. Erica Velasquez. Faith Rochelle Walker. Olivia Jean Whitehurst. Josie Marie Wilson. College of Engineering and Computer Science, Master of Science, Ramesh Charina Akula. Aswini Anumalu. Sai Tejasvi Shiru Volu. Somya Sai Dadanala. Anish Reddy Durjame Pudi. Sushma Gade. Vishal Kumar Gay, Abhijit Katela, Saeed Prasant Krantishiri, Venkata Sri Sai Santosh Guajara, Venkataswara Rao Gupta, Mona Haji Esmaili, Sai Shri Jha, Kanamaralu Pudi, Dinesh Reddy Kandari, Bala Krishna Kalaru, Ganesh Reddy Kara, Sai Kushi Katam, Sumit Kant Reddy Kachikumula, Sri Ram Reddy Kashi Reddy, Megan Kotali, Rohit Kodum, Trimula Devi Kola, Kiran Sai Kolipaka, Reddy Bhuvan Kaur Wu Kontush, Sai Kiran Kota, Kritika Grodlin Galala, Tiffany Tromley, Vanilla Maduri, Akila, Mandala, Parda Hasarali Modibanya, Teru Narasimha Varma Mupala, Sai Data Nigamani, Apara Nanapaneni, Shivaram Natne, Akash Niluri, Nikhila Reddy Pasula, Sahiri Pasupaleti, Kiran Kumar Pacha, Abhishek Raparti, Devika Simineni, Merhaba Sai Sindrana, Kaek Stik Raj Sangha, Mahesh Reddy Kandapa Reddy, Aribuddin Shakir, Saeed Jia Siva, Mitri Tanura, Krishu Susmita Vatam, Ushashku Mashi Viswanara, Harvini Vupala, Pavan Sai Vupala, College of Science, Master of Science, Saborna Biswas, Jesus Eduardo Baca, Lucero Anis Barasa, Yaying Cheng, Jacob A. Harris, Aisha Jaba, Alan George Ness, Dijon Leples, Manuel Lopez Videla, Dylan Lee Mack, Melanie Ann Ponce, Amanda Renier Rose, Nicholas Slade Shropshire, Alexis H. Trujillo, Felipe de Justiz Urrutia, School of Arts, Media and Communication, Master of Arts, Emery L. Bonner, Krista Nicole Ramirez, Savannah Barbary Spears, College of Education and Human Development, Bachelor of Science, Maristres de Guzman Albarda, Raul Alonso, Savannah Leigh Anderson, Emma Nicole Banks, Megan Bender, Kellen C. Brown, magna cum laude, Gunnar McLean Bryson, Catherine Canales, Mitchell Anthony Seja, Summer Rain Chamberlain, magna cum laude, Bailey Lane Cook, summa cum laude, Jade Isabella de la Rosa, magna cum laude, Mia Delgado, Kylie C. Duddick, cum laude, Dudick, Haley Christine Emmons, magna cum laude, Austin Estanislao, Ariel Elise Garza, cum laude. Brianna Danielle Garza. Gina Marie Garza, magna cum laude. Jessica Lynn Gonzalez. Melissa Anahi Gonzalez. Skylar Pace Goodwin. Catherine E. Grivich. Diana Marie Hernandez. Samantha Hinojosa. Bailey Camille Hosek. Brianna Eileen Lara. Caleb Luna. Caleb Anthony Lyles. Jaron Miguel Marmolejo. Katia Mistral Mata. Elizabeth Christine Meringly, cum laude. Ashlyn N. Minton, cum laude. Heather Yvette Moore. Chase Morales, cum laude. Madison Savannah Moreno Prater. Rosalinda Raquel Musquiz. Heaven Noel Nieto. Noel Mumbung Nicola, cum laude. Jacqueline Faith Prado. Megan Nicole Price, summa cum laude. Adrian Manuel Rivera Jr. James Mary Roddy, magna cum laude. Samantha A. Rush. Emily May Smider, cum laude. Isabella Jolie Soriano, cum laude. Sebastian A. Trinidad, cum laude. Grace Verdeja. Alexander G. Vieja, magna cum laude. Zachary George Walker. Lily Thomas Whale. Hannah Charlotte Williams. Brianna Hope Wilson. Sandy Mathis Scorba, summa cum laude. Jaslyn Raquel Zuniga, summa cum laude. College of Engineering and Computer Science, Bachelor of Science, Brian Bermudez. Eric Zachary Castaneda. Emberly Nicole Catalina. James Joseph Coates. Dante J. Duran. Tarek El Haroun, cum laude. Jaden E. Ellis. Gavin G. Irely. Pablo V. Fernandez. Fermin Gallegos. Bryson Ty Gardner. Lizette Peraza Gonzalez, summa cum laude. David Austin Green. Darian Laverne Johnson. Kristen Sarah Johnson, magna cum laude. Jacob A. Jones. Madhuri Kad. Dylan Thomas Coliba. Johansi Machado, cum laude. Paige Devian Martinez. Brittany Marks, magna cum laude. Francisco Xavier Mireles. Reed A. Mitag, cum laude. Cody Curtis Monjo. Jaden Jirpri Nails. Stephen James Nava. Ty Kwok Nguyen, cum laude. Devin Javier Perez. Dejan Ramdath. Rafif Abdul Karim Rendusara. Joshua Thomas Robertson. Christopher J. Salazar. Ryan Garrett Seidel, magna cum laude. Brianna Rosario Cifuentes. William Leroy Songer. Elizabeth Soto. John Alexander Thomas. Aaliyah Deborah Michelle Timms, magna cum laude. Lee A. Tisdale. Jennifer Vasquez, cum laude. Ian Timothy Wall. Branton A. Winkenwerder, summa cum laude. Nathaniel Bosley York. College of Science, Bachelor of Science. Faith Elizabeth Adams, magna cum laude. Alyssa Alanis. Alex Ryan Bailey. Olivia Michelle Bass. Radiance to Gwen Brooks. Emily Ann Brownfield. Juan Jesus Camacho. Joyce Janelle Villela Camota, magna cum laude. Jake Thomas Carney. Luke Andrew Churchman, summa cum laude. Brittany Elizabeth Creasy. Brianna Ambrise Davis. Haley Day Dugosh. Caitlin Alyssa Eng. Kathy Renee Frenzel. Samuel Ray Gomez. Erica Dawn Given, magna cum laude. Autumn Rayan Hampton, cum laude. Ashlyn Octavia Holmes. Jillian Elizabeth Jamie. Madeline Ann Licker, summa cum laude. Cecile Delano Ligon, magna cum laude. Ryan N. Lau, summa cum laude. Victoria Nicole Lichenberger. Kelsey G. Long, cum laude. Ashley Marines. Colton B. Mayfield. Susanna Abigail McCall. Patricia Ann McCutcheon. Haley Brianna Medina, cum laude. Brandon Abel Medina Garcia, cum laude. Alejandra Maria Mendez. Gwendolyn Menzies. William Quentin Mixon. Sarah Raquel Mohammed, magna cum laude. Bianca Molina. Isabella Morales. Dante Moreland. Elena N. Munoz. Michael Conrad Myers. Noah Andrew Nelson. Kendall M. Payne, cum laude. Natalie Palev Mackey. Anna Perriot. Emily Natalia Ponton. Amy Veronica Prado. Archie Price. Oliver Elizabeth Puckett, cum laude. Hannah Renee Richardson. Victoria Nevelyn Rivera. Vivian Rodriguez. Naomi P. Ruiz. Cassandra Lawrence Salazar, cum laude. Jody May Cifuentes. Nicholas Alexander Solis. Nathan Boone Stauber. Zoe Michelle Theriot. Alicia Celine Tolley. Martin Armin Vartanian. Grace Alma Virillian. Hannah B. Winklerek, cum laude. Heaven E. von Rosenberg, cum laude. Victoria A. Waddell. Emily Elizabeth Watts, cum laude. Lisa Alexandra Wynn. Shaylee Madison Wood. Elizabeth Silla Woodward. School of Arts, Media and Communication, Bachelor of Arts, Jeremy Lane Bacom. Charles Travis Blaylock. Sarah Marie Carlson, summa cum laude. Christian Andrew Cortez. Ellie Grace Darnell. Emily Elizabeth Dulon, magna cum laude. Enzo Antonio Gentile, summa cum laude. Carly Glenn, cum laude. Marcel M. Gonzalez. Isabella Megan Gillot. Piper Harper. Ashley Nicole Jimenez, summa cum laude. Christian Faith Johnson. Katie Barbara Jean Kiggins. Adrian Christopher Martinez. Benjamin Danny Martinez. Kayla Marlene Munoz, cum laude. Cameron Drew Nusset, cum laude. Justin Kate O'Neill. Lisbeth Puerta Vasquez. Joseph Anthony Rivas. Carly Braxton Rolls. Jasmine Rose Satterwhite. David A. Tafola. Joseph Manuel Tafour. Alfred Mason Urias. Tito L. Valdez, cum laude. Anise Weatrek. Bachelor of Fine Arts, Ariana Del Mar de Jesus Martinez. Enrique Martin Rios, summa cum laude. Danielle Victoria Saldana. Bachelor of Music, Sammy Iverson Buenteo. Esquiel Jacob Cuestas, cum laude. John Paul Culpepper. Jacob A. Ramos.
As our graduates are making their way back to their seats, I would like to express my sincere congratulations. Each of you has made and will continue to make a great impact on the Island University and in your community. Whether your journey after graduation keeps you close to Corpus Christi or sets you off on a faraway adventure, please know that your Islander family is very proud. I would also like to give a very special thank you to Dr. Carmen Tejeda Delgado. Would you please stand, Carmen? Let's give her a big round of applause. She has read 1,100 names today, and we are very grateful for the fact that we will be leaving here before 7 o'clock tonight, thanks to her. So we're very grateful. Graduates, would you please stand one more time, and let's give you a big round of applause. Please be seated. We would also like to recognize our veteran and active duty service men and women in attendance today. Would all veteran and active duty military please stand so we can thank you for your service? Please stand. Thank you. Please be seated. I would now like to introduce Ms. Kimberly Cook, class of 1994, and president of the Texas A&M Corpus Christi National Alumni Association, as she welcomes you on behalf of the Alumni Association.
Good afternoon. Congratulations, Islanders. Welcome to the Island Alumni Association. If you are one of our 61,000 alumni who have graduated from our wonderful university, could you please stand up and help me applaud our newest group of members? please be seated. Graduates, you are here. You're done. Though your collegiate journey may have been difficult and with challenges, I hope your time as an Islander has been valuable and memorable. As you look back, use this time to reminisce on the positive impact that the university has had on your life. Today will be another page to add to your catalog of memories. It is your first day to be official alumni of your alma mater. As alumni, our reach stretches across the nation with members in every state and many countries around the world. As you begin your journey away from the island, let me challenge you to 3 simple endeavors as alumni. First, stay connected. Continue to stay close to your professors, this great university, and the Alumni Association. Read the Islander magazine. Follow us on one of our many social media channels, and stay in tune to the alumni events happening around you. Second, stay engaged. There are dozens of meaningful ways to stay engaged, both with your fellow graduates and the university. Join an alumni chapter, visit us during homecoming, or mentor a new student. Third and last, show your Islander pride. Let everyone know that you are proud of your university. Proudly display your diploma on the wall, wear an Islander t-shirt, or join us at an Islander event. Now, to help seal your commitment to this challenge, each graduate has been given a small token that is presented only to alumni. When you leave today, you'll discover a small lapel pin in your diploma tube. Fasten this pin to your chest. You can officially call yourselves Islander alumni. Wear this pin as a symbol of your commitment. Everyone, let's give these new alumni a round of applause. On behalf of all the Islander alumni and the National Alumni Association Board of Directors, welcome to our Island alumni family. Congratulations, and go Islanders.
Graduates, you have many people to thank for reaching this point in your life. Will all the mothers, fathers, spouses, and children and other family members please stand, and Islanders, you can thank them with a round of applause. You may be seated. As we conclude this commencement ceremony, I would like to once again thank our commencement speaker, Mr. Rudy D. Garza, for his address to our graduates. The music today was performed by the Symphonic Winds under the direction of Dr. Seth McKnight, Assistant Professor of Music Education. My sincere thanks for the wonderful music. I would also like to thank all of those who came today to honor our graduates. This is a special day, one we know they will cherish. Thank you for being a part of it. For the safety of our guests, please remain seated until the platform party and the graduates have exited the arena. Graduates will be exiting out the building toward Shoreline Boulevard. You may meet them there. Graduates, as we end today's ceremony, let me say thank you. Thank you for all the honor and prestige that you have brought to A&M Corpus Christi as students. And thank you for all the honor and prestige I know that you will bring to this university as professionals and as community leaders. You have set a goal and you have achieved that goal. Know that people around the world want to achieve what you have achieved today, obtaining a college degree or an advanced degree. Some will never have the opportunity and would risk their lives to achieve it. Others try and do not succeed. But you set that goal and you achieved that goal. And that says a lot about who you are as individuals. You have proven that you are leaders. You are the future. the future of this university, the future of this state, the future of this nation, and the future of this world. No matter where life may take you, no matter what level of success that you may achieve, never forget that you are an Islander forever. Congratulations. Go Islanders. Shaka's up.